Hello. Okay, so today we're gonna go over a little video on how to get a Daz character um, from Daz into Blender and fix everything that's wrong with it. We have a little character here. I went to make. Let's see. We're trying to go for a little bit of a uh, some Agatha all along fan art. Tried to make Agatha best I could. Just went in there with sliders and played with stuff, so I got something to look stylistically enough that'll pass. So if I do like an Agatha through the ages thing, you'll know who it is as opposed to someone else dressed in a weird outfit. I kind of. There's a cool shot, as you can see. I have her posed for it. That was in all the sticking publicity for it, but we never saw it in the show. So I kind of want to do it. Do some a wallpaper with it. Thought it'd be kind of cool and a good way to practice how to make characters in Daz. My goal was to use it to make my characters for my story. So when I make my book art, I have my characters and I can have them pose. I am looking to figure out how to get the poses and have attached multiple poses or animations to the characters, so I can have multiple poses on one character. Uh, I think that'd be easier as opposed to having 20 different characters for every pose. I think that'd be easier, but um, every attempt so far has failed. I tried about 6 different tutorials and none of them worked. Uh, not giving up yet. Hopefully somebody will give soon. But we can pose a character for now, and we can pose a character in Daz and shoot it over in Blender, and it'll render just fine with a few minor tweaks. And I'll show you some shortcuts how to make that a lot easier. You can see her hair is a little weird because I have 2 hairs attached to her. I have the long hair here, obviously, for I like the long haired look, and also I have whoops, he turned her eyes off. Dear God, I have the short haired look, which I also really like. I'm partial to both. I haven't decided yet, so we put both hairs on her to give me some more variety. First thing we're gonna do is make sure everything is visible. I my first attempt at this, I somehow accidentally hid what was the tear, and I'm going on and on about how to fix the shading on the tear, and there's no sticking tear because it was hidden. Uh, anyway, when I saved it. So now everything's on. We're good. We're going to export it. Export as. I'm gonna overwrite my tier list Agatha. Here we go. Gonna save. Yeah, overwrite. These are my settings. I think most of these are gonna be pretty standard. The one thing I did change is I changed the sizing, the scaling to custom. I made it 1%. That gets me more into like an actual size for Blender. Normally it loads in at 100%, which is like 100 meter tall. It's too big. You don't want to do that. Trust me. 1% works really good. More life size to scale. So all we do is hit accept, and it's gonna save and export it as an OBJ file. Make sure you pick OBJ if I didn't mention that before and you didn't see it. But here we go. We're going to go over into Blender, and we're going to import our OBJ that we just saved. It's in my folder, this one. Hopefully it works. Split by object, I like on. I like my assets to be separate so I can hide them, and it gives me more variety. It also helps me get the hair off if I want to use the other hair. So import, give it a couple seconds, and bingo, she is in. Looking good. Okay, first step is we're gonna close Daz because we don't need it. Save changes, current scene. Sure, why not? we changed nothing, but why not? There we go. First thing you do is we're gonna put the suit into another folder. Just get it out of the way. Actually, we're gonna move everything that's not Agatha into there. Make it easier on me. This is Senor Scratchy. I had a rabbit, and it's the right rabbit, so we're gonna move him into Greaves, and we're gonna call it Greaves. E-N-I-R, Scratchy. There we go. And hi, Senor Scratchy. Do not eat him yet. But I believe we have. This is the coat. Back up. And I can just take this. I think this is all the coat. Yeah. And move this to the base. Call this coat. There we go. Just to make my life a little easier and organize everything. So we have Agatha. We have a tear this time. Yay. Okay, so let's hide the long hair, because I think the short hair is going to help me see her face much easier. Let's hop into. Whoops. No. Hop into quick assembly. Let's get the zoomed in on the face here. Really good. And drop a camera in. Looks pretty good. But let's make it 1080 by 1080. I think this is like an Instagram size. Okay, perfect. The camera looks good. Close this up. Move this over here. Drop a shader editor. Make it bigger. And then we're going to control B. Just because we want it rendering only this area, it'll make my computer run so much faster. I'm going to do this in cycles, because I think it's just everything works better in cycles. You can do an EV too, but I just feel cycles is the way to go. Come on. Ooh, we have a little issue. We have an issue. I forgot one little thing. One thing I like about QuickTools camera is I can go into here and give me the gizmo. Okay. There we go. That's a nice little features right there. That's zoomed in really nicely. Okay. And now we're back into our. Okay, so now we have our face. We can grab. First of all, the eyeballs look horrendous, right? They look horrendous. Let's grab our little eyeballs here and fix that. We're in EV. So let's go into cycles. If you're using EV, for the record, you're going to be doing a setup. This is going to be a mix shader. It's going to be. I'll do it really quick. It'll work in cycles. I just do a mix shader. In fact, you can add that to your QuickTools mix shader, and you're going to add a translucent, transparent, yes, transparent, and a glossy BSDF. And if you look, Oh. This one we're gonna make eye moisture. And the right eye, I'm gonna click on that. And we're gonna also select the eye moisture. Where is it at? And are we in cycles? Yes, we are in cycles, are we not? In cycles GPU. And oh, we're in cycles. Sorry, that's probably why it's not working right. There we go. And also our eye textures. We're all pink eye, our eye textures didn't carry over. Poopy. But anyway, that's what we're gonna do. That's how we do it in Eevee. And it gets really nice and clear. Our eye texture is pink because our eye texture isn't there. She isn't completely demonic. We just have to get eye. That's just the default. I got no textures on my face and my eyeballs. So anyway, that's Eevee. You're gonna do that, and what I usually do is I group this. I take this here and I group this, and I do a Control G, and I group it, and I add the factor in here over to here to the plug, and I save this. I go over here and I name it. Give it a name. E eye moisture, and that's what it's going to be called. And then up, and then you have this eye moisture node group, and I would save this as an asset. You do that over here in the blend file under materials. No, wait, under nodes, and you see the eye moisture. You can just save this as an asset. That way, whenever you're doing Daz figures, you know, hey, this is Eevee. You can even name this eye moisture Eevee. So you know that's the Eevee eye moisture. And then save it in your asset browser. Whenever you're doing a Daz character, you'll have your eye moisture texture ready to go. For Eevee, for cycles, we're going to do a little bit different. Because cycles, we don't need to make it that complicated. We're going to turn the roughness all the way down. And we're going to go over here into specular and crank it up so it's nice and shiny. And transmission all the way up. And now we are completely transparent. And again, this is something you can totally save. Control G, and you can just drop in your node. Control G, and you don't even have to really plug anything in. So it's all set up to go. Name it. Eye moisture cycles. And now you have 2 eye moistures you can just drop in, ready to go. But yeah, it's very cool. Regardless, that's what we're gonna do. And then for the tier, I actually recorded this whole video and I went on and on about the tier, and then I realized that the tier didn't upload because I had it hidden in the Daz file. It was really funny, but I was like, oh my god, why is the tier? Where's the tier? Specular all the way up, transmission all the way up. Perfect. Looks really good. Sometimes crank the alpha down a little bit. Add a little bit more in there. Okay. We're going to fix the eyeballs because right now these are horrifying. Horrifying. Look at this. Left eye, right eye. I don't know why we didn't get it, but I happen to know the folder it's in. to get the folder, fine, click on like the face, and here is obviously the nails. Here's the head, and you can just go into here, up one, and then Control C, and then copy and paste it. That's the easiest way to go for that one. Oops. Eyeball, left eye, and we're gonna just call this eye, because it's one eye. It used the same texture. So let's go into here, and we're gonna go Control V, paste it, grab the eyes, and I use this one. Okay, and now we have pretty blue eyes. Yeah, looks good. Okay, eyelashes. Well, this will not do. Make them black. Upper, and we can also make them black. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna drop an image texture right here, and I believe we can plug it into the alpha. It does nothing. Yay. Whoops. Turn this off. It's less annoying. As you see, it looks like crap. So we're gonna grab our image texture. Control C, Control B, and we have eyelashes, and we want the thick ones. We drop this in. We drop this one in too. And we're gonna plug this into the alpha, and this into the bump, so the height into the normal. So now we have a little bit too much. Okay, that's the primary. Crank the roughness down. Eyelashes should be kind of shiny. Up the specular a little bit, make them a little sparkly, a little glittery. Okay, looks good. Maybe a little subsurf, because hair does have a little bit of subsurf to it. Okay, now we have upper. Change this to non-color, makes everything better. Okay, now ashes lower. Image texture, bump, and here will be one, two. Okay, let's play with a little bit of stuff here. Play with the settings a bit. Get something you like. Okay. Looking good. Okay, we have eyebrows. Eyebrows. Honestly, if we just plug this into the alpha, it does so much right there. And then you go into eyebrows secondary, and again, plug them into the alpha. It's so much better just doing that. Turn on subsurface a little bit, and primary. crank up the subsurface a little bit. Just because hair has a little bit of subsurface, there is a little light coming through hair. Looks good. If you have a hair that has a scalp like that and it's annoying, that cap right there, what you can do is just turn the alpha all the way down, making it visible. Bye bye, no more problem. Back to the skin. For the face, what we're gonna do is we're going to do this into the roughness and add a bump, and we can even just plug this into the height and put in the normal, and it gets kinda a little bit in the dryer too long. Let's crank it down to like 0.13. That looks pretty good. We want some texture without it being nasty. Okay. Next step is subsurf. Crank it up. Skin is very subsurface, so it gets just like this candle wax kind of look to it. Looks good. Okay, that's better. We're gonna crank the specular up a little bit just to make it a little bit glossy. Give a little sheen to the skin and make it more realistic. I like that. That looks really good. But yeah, that's basically how you do a character and make them look decent in Blender. It looks really good. I think she looks great. The hair is gonna be a bit more work. We're gonna be doing this image texture, open, Control V. Okay, for this I had to scroll a bit. Here it is. The hair colors. I think I use this one. Yes, we use this one, and I want to bring in obviously this bump, the mask, obviously, normal, and the roughness. Cause why not? We have all the options. Oh, and the cap. Why not? Cool. Okay, so how am I gonna set this up? This is the roughness. Okay, roughness goes into the roughness. We're going to hide that one out of the way, and we're going to Control Shift P to turn the viewport off. I don't need it right now. Do not need it. Base color into here. Normal. Mask into. Why do we have a bump? We have two bumps. That's weird. Delete. Are you even? I don't think you actually even have a bump. We're gonna X you. Bump. Bump. Height into here. I'm not worried about the cap because I already fixed the cap technically. You can go bump. What you're the mask. You're gonna go. Whoops. No, why is the mask in here? Oh, we got a little frisky. You know, we're not having a throuple here, buddy. Okay, we have a mask in here into the alpha. And I'm not even sure what hair we're working on. Oh, that's really, I did all this to the cap. Oh, that's hilarious. Hilarious. But that's okay. if you notice, our little texture right here is very, very, what the heck is going on here? Put this on non-color. Everything but the color should be on non-color, just for readability. And this is the roughness. Needs to go into roughness. There we go. Non-color. Okay. Okay. This. Crank the strength down. Subsurface. A little specular, make it a little shiny. So what we could do, because this is, as you saw, this is the setup for all the hair. What I'm going to do is we're going to cheat. I like cheating, can you tell? Is we're going to grab all of this and do a Control G and make a custom node with this thing. So we're going to be adding in, let's see here, the bump, the strength here for the bump. Bump. Okay. We're going to add in. Okay. Going to add in. Let's see. Subsurface. I think, yeah, subsurface. There you are. Subsurface weight. Cool. And where's the specula? Specular. Okay. And I'm also gonna add transmission, because sometimes you want a little bit of that in here too. So we're gonna look all that stuff up in here, and it should call that our hair node. We're gonna call this puppy hair. Which is perfect. So now we can go in for the cap, go into flyaways, and add hair. And we're going to go into make asset. I don't want to make asset, I just want to drop the node in. Okay, we're just gonna cheat. And we're just gonna do this with all of these, make it look a little bit better. Don't even know what this is to. But yeah, look at this. This looks really good. That looks so much better now. Okay. And the other hair will be fixed similarly. But yeah, I think I look pretty. It looks pretty good. Um, that's the basics of how to do a character in Blender and get them looking somewhat decent. Um, and the cap. Where is it? I forgot because I did it on the cap. Um, I forgot because I did it on the cap like a duty head. I have to do it like this now. And I really want the cap, as you can see, it's all white and ugly. We're going to make it disappear. There. Forgot about that. There we go. We have it looking good. See, look freakishly good. Okay, next step is we're going to go into and cut back in material preview. You know, it'll be in cycles. Come on, Blender, you can do it. You can do it. Please. There we go. Looks good. Now we have close you. Oh yeah. Control B. Control Alt B. Nope. Nope. Control X. How do I clear this? I forget. I thought it was just Control. Was it Alt B? Why can I never remember what it's? You literally go into here and hit. No, it's not. Oh my God! I have to pause. We're gonna pause the video and Google how to turn it off. Okay, I did clear it. I just forgot I was in camera mode. This is why everything was all weird. So I haven't completely lost it, but for a second there I was a little confused. There we go. So we have our character. She looks good. We still have this issue with the arm, the shirt popping through the jacket. So we're going to fix that really easily in Blender. We're at EB right now, so things look a little funky. But we're going to, first of all, we're going to hide Agatha. Because we don't want any indecent exposure when we do this. We're going to take the shirt. I'm going to turn this back on so we see we highlighted the shirt. There we go. And we're going to go into edit mode. And what I like to do is hop into plain old clay mode. And wonder why half of everything is, what is going on? What is going on? Well, that's a new one. Can I delete the camera? Like, really, can I delete the camera? Cause that's hella weird. How did I do that? So she's all there for that, but then I go into here, she's not. I got special skills there, man. Camera, can I delete the camera? Is that gonna be a thing? I don't need it anymore. Can I delete it? Yeah. Can I go in material preview without? What is going on? Wow, what is going on? Okay. So seeing a scratch isn't showing either. It's doing the render from camera, but it's not enabled at all. Like it's not. Like this is what I respect without this on. But I've encountered a bug. Um, Probably I did something wrong. I am sure, 100% sure I've done something wrong. But let's just back up. Uh, so it's not to do with the camera. It has to do with this viewport. Of why can I move her? Alright, if I move her, if I highlight all of this, and all of this, let's highlight everything. Can I move them? Okay, why am I rendering the camera? That's weird. Control Alt B to clear render border, which we've done. Control Alt B. Control Alt B. Like if you can hold Alt B till we blue in the face. And Control B. Yeah, that's not doing that. Eesh. This is bizarre. Very bizarre. What we're gonna do, we're gonna open up a new blender. I don't know what I did there. That's a new one on me. That's a big new one on me. So we're just go over here to the other blender and we're just gonna select all of it. Control C, Control V, and copy her over here. Oh, let me go back into here and do a control. Here she is. Okay, we're going to highlight everything. Control C, and then Control V, and there we go. The one hair was in a weird place, and I feel like fighting with it. It's just easier to do it this way. But yeah, that was weird. I don't know what happened there, but we're gonna 86 this. This shouldn't. Come on. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, we're here. I hope. Camera here looking. Delete the camera. We don't need it. I think she still looks good. We have all our textures set up correctly. I hope. For the love of God, we don't have to do that again. Wouldn't that stink? But no, we have everything set up correctly. It looks good. And again, for this skin texture, I would just do this and highlight this, and again, Control G, call it skin, and make it a node, and just drop it in for all the hands, whatever, so you have your same settings on everything. That's the easiest way to go for this. Uh, but back to the texturing here. Okay. Quick, I point that out a little bit quick there. Okay, so for the texturing of this, we're gonna. And it saved everything in the same. Really, it didn't like. I thought it would have like made a new file, but it did not. Okay, Senior Scratchy, you're gonna go in the new folder, Senior Scratchy, and we can hide this little less crap. Okay, so the shirt again. Oh damn it, we're gonna have to hide Agatha again. Move. Green. I think that's all of Agatha. We're gonna hide her. Yay. Let's move her hair. Move to Agatha and her. This one. Move to Agatha. Both the hairs in there too. So we hide it. We have her hidden. We're gonna hide her because we don't want any of these exposure. Because we're gonna do some stuff. I'm gonna hop over into. First of all, I'm gonna switch over to random mode just so we can tell our different colors. So now it's really obvious that we have pink coming through our green jacket. So that's gonna make our job so much easier. Grab this, go into edit mode, and we're just gonna go into and I'm gonna want to see and just like slice this right here and make this really easy, and just like anything that sticks out, looks like it sticks out, just kind of hide it. Okay, and over here is a little bit more harder because, well, the arm. So what I'm going to do is one of these. I'm going to do like this. And you see it, and hold down shift, it'll erase that. And you just want to highlight all this stuff up. Generally speaking, what I do is do a Control plus just to highlight a little extra, so we know everything is thoroughly covered and hidden. Cool, right? Easy. So all we're gonna do is go into our little whatever the data object data properties. We're going to add a vertex group. Call it group. We're going to assign it to our selected vertexes. Next, we're going to go over here and we're going to add a mask. Going to hop back in object mode to make this easier. And what we're going to do is select our group. And this is why we hid Agatha. She'd be a little chilly right now. But if we switch it, we now have the shirt hidden and the jacket completely visible, no pop-outs showing. Look at that. And all we have to do is disable this, turn this off in the render and the real time, especially the render, if we want to use it without the jacket. So now we have created some more versatility for our character. Bring Agatha back in. And again, we can go through and fix all the textures. I highly recommend doing it. Like I have an add-on that's called Node Preview. It lets me see the UVs of these things. When I'm doing this stuff, I'll even go into properties and like crank it up. Node. Make it bigger. Here's that. Thumbnail scale and make it like huge. The reason being, whatever. The reason being is when working with UVs, sometimes stuff will be the same or not, and it's really helpful to combine textures if everything maps to the same uh, thing like the hair was. That's one texture as opposed to a million. Like all those, like the hair itself was 6 different textures. So what we're gonna do is for all of it is go through, fix all the textures. I'm gonna do this off camera. Adjust it, and then save everything. Make all the textures that we keep, and on summing a fake user, purge the rest, and save this as my character file. I might finish that in another video, but I just want to get this quick up to show you some quick tricks on how to get your characters into Blender and make them look decent and workable. I'm thrilled with how this turned out. I want to fix the jacket though. I want to fix the jacket because that's, you know, that's where it's at right now. Come on. Come on, baby. You can do it. Render, render, render. Come on, Spud. You can do this. Oh. Why are we invisible? Oh. Oh, there we go. Oh, we're in Eevee, that's why. Go in cycles. And give me a better... There we go. Control B. Okay, so now we have, it's only going to render in the viewport area, like that. Cool. So we're going to take this jacket. We don't want this ugly color. It's ugly. I'm going to pop it into there. And... Okay, we're going to make this non-color. Cool. That, you can kind of tell that the jacket looks good. Sleeves, again, into roughness, switch to non-color, and it should look a little bit better. And these are all this different color. Looks like the sleeves and the collar are on the same one, which is good. So we can just attach that to the sleeves. Yes. That's that to the sleeves. So now the collar and the sleeves are on the same one. For this, and the coat's kind of on a separate one. So for this, we're gonna try and make a little darker. Okay, dark blue. I like that. And this, if I recall, did not have base, coat, normal. Yeah, it didn't have a roughness or anything like that. It was just the coat mostly. So, we didn't really need much for roughness for it. So we're just going to make a bump. Just give it a little bit of texture. And now it's going to be bumpy as all heck. So we're going to crank it down to a little bit like that. We want seams, I think, to be kind of visible, but not overly obnoxious. There we go. Go into sleeves. Bump. Same thing. Crank it down. Oh, and this one here. Oh yeah, coat go in here and we're gonna grab this hex code, Control C, sleeves. Now everything has the same color. The pants, I think this is the front. Memory serves, this is the front. Plug this in the roughness again, add another bump. Normal. And they look so much more detailed, but they look hideous. Let's crank it down. Pants don't need that much texture. There we go. And they're white. We want some okay, that is it. Obviously the coat. Where's the coat? Coat. Obviously the coat doesn't need jackets, but we have a I'm very pleased. This is gonna make some awesome fan art, I think. Yeah, I'm kind of excited about this. Yeah, we're gonna make at some point the locket, and like Witch's Road kind of scene to stick her in. It'll be kind of fun. I want to make the others too, but we'll see. Anyway, that's it for today. We'll see you next time. We're gonna be hopefully getting back into the sci-fi ship. More on that next video. See you next time. Thank you.